Good morning and welcome to the morning show with Angel and Tina. We're so excited to have you all with us and our fabulous guests in their virtual studios. Tina, how are you doing today?
We're back.
I'm back. Did you miss me?
We did miss you. Like when you're not here, like the things that you do in the background, I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta do that too. And I don't really do, like when I take it on by myself, I don't really like think about it beforehand. And I'm on the show going, oh shoot, I don't even have their logo.
Yeah. There's some production pieces that happen to the show more than just let's go live and chit chat. But you know what, Tina, I'm sure you did
I'm
great.
glad you had a family day yesterday. You had a good time. That's all that matters. And we had a fabulous day yesterday. We had some great guests. But today's guests are even more fabulous. These are probably two of my favorite people in the world. Daniel Meyer, who is our sponsor for the Angel and Tina Morning Show, and Elvia Williams in the house.
Didn't you win the Boss Babe Award, Elvia, from Angel and Tina?
Babe Award, yes.
She is the Tina Torres President Fan Club.
Yes. You know what? I'm going to start that.
The Tina Torres Fan Club? And
yes.
You're the president of?
Yes, I am giving the books away and having my people post it.
Look, she bought 25 books. And then she had her assistant call me yesterday and was like, we need to fly Tina out here so she could do a whole presentation. I just need to do this, but not only one day. I need her for a few days because like I need her for a few days. And I'm on the phone just like laughing. She goes, you know, Elvia.
So Elvia, where are you located? Where's Tina flying to?
Texas. She's San Antonio.
No, we're
San
going
Antonio?
to
San Antonio.
Oh, we'll have to alert the press. I actually just woke up this morning to a San Antonio news station. We had done a press release for a client who has a location in San Antonio.
Nice.
Said, can we come out and do an on-camera interview with them this morning? I'm like, okay, well, let me see if I can chase them down.
Oh my goodness, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Have to press release. Press releases work, right?
They really do because my press release dropped the week that I launched my book and so many people picked it up. So you guys, I mean, press releases, they work. And then now I can put all my fancy logos on everything that I was featured on and seen on. We were talking in the green room about coffee drinkers.
Yes.
And one of these people in our audience today do not belong here.
So Daniel, where's your coffee?
I don't drink coffee. I never have. I've actually never had a cup in my entire life.
Wait a minute. Never had a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's weird. I know, but you know, it's there's a silly story about why. So when I was a kid, my grandparents are heavy coffee drinkers, and you know, I'd come over to their house and they want to give me a kiss, and they always smelled like coffee.
Oh,
and the
coffee
strong
breath is the worst.
Exactly.
I always have mints in my purse.
Yes.
So I just grew up like cringing when I smell coffee, you know.
Okay.
So I managed to, you know, get by. I mean, sometimes I'll have a hot chocolate if I'm at Starbucks with somebody, you know, or a smoothie or something like that. But I just never acquired a drink of chocolate.
We went to Starbucks so many times last year, and
I had hot chocolate.
Vegas, and I was like, "What? I wonder what he got them," because
Tina,
now I don't remember.
Tina, you were out having coffee with him all those times, and you didn't even know he didn't drink coffee.
I never, and like he paid for it. Like I think
and
that's why. Like I wasn't paying attention.
Oh.
But we went to Starbucks so many times and we always sit together, like at all of the conventions and stuff. He never says nothing about how I smell.
Well, I will tell you, coffee breath is absolutely the worst. So Daniel, you are not kidding. I have a cute little coffee story for my son. When he was little, he was little. He was just a little one. And my dad, my husband, they took him camping. You know, my dad's an outdoorsman.
They took him camping.
They took him camping. Oh, the boys, right? And he was so excited because they got up at dark 30 and left to go on this camping trip. And he got to camp and pack, and he was going with grandpa and daddy. I mean, it was like a really big deal. But of course, he's a baby, right? He's a toddler, and sometimes, guys don't think about some of the nurturing things that women think about when taking children out on trips. So
like sippy cups and diapers and extra clothes.
Right. So here, I guess it was in the morning, right? And they're in the camper, the little pop-up camper, and it's chilly, it's cold, like it's cold in the mountains, and on an October morning, whenever it was, and my poor baby is cold, and so they gave him coffee to sip, and he was like. And now he would always watch Grandpa drink coffee. Grandpa always drink coffee. And when he would watch my dad drink his coffee, my dad, he'd like drink his coffee and kind of like slurp it, like he would do this sound. So there's Michael. He's slipping his coffee.
Awesome.
It probably was like warm milk, right? It was probably more like warm milk that they gave him, but it was his coffee, and it was like he was just like
the most. Oh, that's the most cutest story I've ever heard. That is adorable. I don't think any of my kids drink coffee, but I didn't start actually drinking coffee until like I was like 31, like early 30s.
Me too.
And I started drinking coffee, and I don't even know why I started drinking coffee. I think it was a trip to Starbucks that really got me addicted. And my sister got, that was what it is. My sister was working at Starbucks, and it was earlier than 31 because it was like late, maybe 28.
Right, but Tina, does it really count? I mean, do you really drink coffee? Like, tell me what's in your mug right now.
It's coffee with
coffee.
Maybe coffee with maybe 2 tablespoons of flavored creamer.
That's it? Just 2 tablespoons?
Yeah, just
light.
Well, it's a mocha color, so it's not too dark.
Okay.
It's not too dark, but it's not too light either. I've seen people go lighter than mine. But I have to have flavored coffee, like hazelnut, or flavored creamer, like hazelnut. Like in September, I like to get my pumpkin spice. In winter, I like to get my peppermint mocha.
Yeah, so the coffee shops have created this whole little feeding our sugar, right? It's our sugar sweetness thing. Now my husband drinks black coffee. Like he drinks.
No. You don't drink black coffee though, do you? Yeah, I don't.
No. When I go on my cleanses, like on these times where we're trying to like eat cleaner, like to
the 24 hours that you do.
Right. And get rid of some of the sugary stuff, right? I've tried some different things to compensate or to alter with my coffee, but at the end of the day, I'm like, I just end up just slide myself right back to my sweet stuff.
Anytime I try to do like any kind of detox or like supplements or whatever, the first thing they say is, do you drink coffee? And I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I do drink coffee. I'm like, okay, well, you need to stop that. I'm like, do you want people to die?
Okay, so
I don't have that problem.
So Daniel, you're the healthiest of us all, right?
Yeah.
It turns out.
I don't know if I'd say that. I just don't drink coffee. I mean, I drink way too much soda for my own good. So, I got that.
So his vice, I don't drink sodas at all. I drink all water with lemon.
Good for you.
That's all, the 2 things I drink, water and coffee.
Out.
Right, I don't drink soda. I don't drink soda either. We drink now. I do get into some of those new sparkling little soda seltzer waters. Those are yummy. Yeah,
so for us, like Daniel had a story. For us, the coffee has been a part of our culture in the Hispanic community. My grandmother, I remember, she lived in a 1-bedroom house, and every Christmas, all our family was there. And I don't know how we fit, but the one thing, the commonality that we remember growing up,
yellow and red can.
Yes. The Folgers or whatever it was, I don't know. But she would make a big old thing of coffee, and then she would get pan dulce. You know what pan dulce is?
Alex put their coffee like strong.
Oh yeah, you grow chest hair. That's how strong it is. I'm sorry. You don't want chest hair? Don't drink.
Oh good. I was missing some.
But that's how I would. So I am good for you, Daniel, that you don't drink coffee. But for us, it was part of our culture and part of remembering grandma.
That is so funny. For the last year and a half, as much time as him and I have hung out and been together, I never knew that. I thought you were a coffee drinker.
That is so funny, Daniel,
right?
that
we
she
have
thought...
been to Starbucks at least 50 times. We went every single morning.
You never asked
because the
him what his
conversation's
drink
so
was?
engaging, and we're always doing such cool things.
We are.
That you never notice what's.
Maybe that's why,
what I'm
because
drinking.
we have such like engaging conversations, and we're like, okay, give me this, and then he's like, okay, give me hot chocolate, and I'm just like oblivious.
Tina's like, just give me my pink drink, and I'm happy.
Okay, so I have never had a pink drink before in my life. And I seen this lady order a iced pink drink at Starbucks, and I got my little salted caramel mocha. It was the day before my birthday, and I was like, "It's a pink drink. I need that in my life."
It's pink.
Like, what is that? And she goes, "Oh, it's the pink drink." I said, "That's what it's called?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Can I get a pink drink too?" And she was like, "Yeah, sure." So she, gave it to me. And in fact, the lady who I said, "What is that called?" ended up buying my pink drink. But it was so good. I have no idea what it has in it. But it's good. It's like some strawberry tea with coconut milk. Ooh. I don't even like coconut milk, but it has coconut milk in it.
And he was just sitting there like, okay.
But it's a pink drink. And I'm like, oh, it's on brand.
On brand. It's on brand. Okay, so there is a Lion King latte that they make at Disney. And it's essentially a white chocolate mocha with coconut. With toasted coconut on the top. It's pretty yummy.
Oh, did you have that yesterday?
Yes.
Ooh,
actually, they don't make it at the park though. So they make it we were at like one of the little coffee huts, like in the park, and they don't necessarily have that. But if you know what the ingredients are, you can order it. Yes. Yeah, it's called a Lion King.
The Starbucks secret menu, because Starbucks has a secret menu. And only
everybody, like all the restaurants.
Starbucks addicts really know about the Starbucks secret menu. In fact, if you go to Atlanta, North Atlanta, like Kennesaw, Ackworth area in Atlanta, there's about 7 or 8 Starbucks. And if you order the Tina drink, you get my drink. I have a Tina drink on the secret menu.
That Tina.
The Tina
drink. That's a girl who spends a lot of time at the coffee shop.
Exactly.
Yes. I have a friend who just gave me this here. She goes, Elvia, you got to go try my drink at Starbucks here in San Antonio. It is called the Twix Frappe.
Oh my God, you got to.
And she wrote it.
She wrote it down.
You got to put that. Elvia, you have got to send that to me.
I'm going to send it to you.
My eyebrows done today, and I'm going to go get me a Twix Frappe.
You guys were talking about Twix. It's 2 pumps of hazelnut, 2 pumps of mocha, add Jiva chips, chocolate and caramel, drizzle in a side of a cup, and a whipped cream. What?
Again,
so, no,
these are not coffee drinkers.
Right.
These are candy bars in a cup.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm going to send it to you, Tina.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think that there are people who are actual coffee drinkers who enjoy the flavor of the coffee, right? And it's the beans in the brew, like the coffee itself.
What's funny, Angel, is that those kind of people don't like Starbucks.
They don't.
Right.
They say all of the like real black coffee drinkers, they always tell me that Starbucks coffee tastes burnt.
Yes,
like,
or bitter.
I'm like, what? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. We'll be out someplace and Jay will say, the coffee doesn't taste good. I'm like, I would not know because it's all in disguise for me. It's really not.
Yeah, it's like my husband's like, would you like some coffee in your cream? Because that's how
it really could almost
coffee with your creamer.
They could almost, just heat up like the milk and all this stuff, and really coffee is a flavor, right?
And add 2 tablespoons of coffee instead of
right, because coffee is really just a flavor that adds to the mix, the base. Well, okay, so would love to have like in the comments, and if you are like, do you have to have your coffee?
Yeah, tell us your drink of choice. Like when you go to Starbucks, what is your drink of choice? Because when you go to Starbucks, I need a venti iced white mocha latte with a pump of hazelnut, no whip.
And
you can spit it. You can spit it out quickly. So let us know your drink of choice, or if you are a coffee drinker, how you like your coffee.
how you like your coffee, right? I always say the third cup of coffee is the best.
Why the third? Because now you're awake.
Tina said, why the third?
Why the third? My first cup is my best.
He wakes up after the
Like
third.
We used to say, I used to get up at 3 a.m. and do a morning show. So we were the 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. show. And we used to tease on the show. Like by the time we had our third cup of coffee, we were ready to do the show. The first cup wasn't until the third one.
There's a meme that I used to put out there, and it's the Witch of the North, like it's Glinda in the bubble from Wizard of Oz. And she goes, come out, I've had my coffee.
Yeah, you can speak now, right? Because I've had my coffee. You can speak now.
She told everybody to come out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's
all right. Well, so Elvia, you've got some exciting news, some great stuff that's happening in the business world,
God.
things you've been nominated for, like being recognized. Give us a little catch up. Give us a little, give our audience a little background as who is the fabulous Elvia Williams?
Oh, I love the way you just said that, Angel, because I feel so blessed and honored to be here and to have met Tina, right? Because if I hadn't met Tina, I hadn't met you, and I wouldn't met Daniel and all the great people that you have on your show. So just to kind of relap, like last year for COVID-19 could have been it was devastating for a lot of people. For us, it was very positive, and it was such a blessing that it happened. I was just having a conversation with my son as I was dropping him off at school. He's like, Mom, I hate COVID-19. And I'm thinking, this is a child that's 8 years old. And I'm like, okay. He goes, because we have to wear masks all the time. And I said, you know what, honey, I am so grateful for COVID-19. And he says, why? He says, because of COVID, people are taking care of their health a lot better. They're washing their hands, they're protecting themselves. And yes, we may not be going to places that you could have gone without COVID, but I wanted him to see the positive in that.
Turn it all around.
And so that's what we did. And this past year was such a blessing. The first thing I remember getting on your show with Angel and Tina is one of my goals that I had accomplished, which was completing a full marathon, right? Which was doing the Alamo 26.2 marathon. And that was such a blessing, because the way that we thrived and the way that I did it is by investing myself, right? The time for me to do this, right? But not only that, just to tell people you can do anything that you put your mind to it. I know it sounds very cliche because everybody always says that, oh, put your mind to it. You literally, it works. And the second thing was, we were awarded best home inspectors in San Antonio because we have an amazing home inspection company. Ain't that amazing? There is over 290, if I'm not mistaken, 296 other home inspectors here in San Antonio. And the fact that our city took note to give us that, to award us that, that's huge for a mamas and pop. It tells us you guys are on the right path, right? You guys are doing the right things. People are noticing. And then the third blessing towards the end of the year was one of the producers for Military Makeover with Montel Williams on Lifetime. They took note, and we were able to be a part of the Tobara family here in Converse, Texas, where we live. And we were able to give back to that family, right? And give back to that wounded warrior and his family. We did the home inspection for them. And then our amazing team was able to give back. Again, none of that would have been possible with being positive and just being grateful. And like Tina Torres, I am one of her biggest fans, because this is one of the things that she speaks, and it's about living your life in gratitude, right? Living in your life, being grateful, looking at the good things and the negative things that come along. So all those things have been huge affirmations for us. And then last year we were second runners up in our mastermind inspection community for winning $10,000 and being ambassadors for the company, for the program. And this year I was just talking to Tina and Angel, and I'm telling Daniel, I'm putting it right here on the Angel and Tina morning talk show, that you're going to have me next time in the next guest, and I'm going to be like, we got it, we won. And we are going to remember this episode today with Daniel and Angel and Tina, and I will say, we got it, we won. so and that's
so excited for you.
I am so excited. And none of these blessings would have arose if you have to be still, You have to pay attention to these things. And I'm a huge firm believer that God places people in your path for your personal, for your business, and just an overall. So that's just a couple of things there. Probably more than a couple,
Well,
Angel.
I love that you put it out there in like, you're like, here is this new thing. Like here, I'm just going to put it out there. I have to tell you guys this little story. Do you guys remember Tracy St. Croix? She's been on the show. She
Yes,
talks
I
about
remember.
trusting your intuition, like, and following your path. Well, she is part of this. We've got a new, it's like a healing center that opened up in San Antonio, and she is a part of this program and part of this healing center. And we did a press release, and I reached out to her this morning and said they want to come out and do an on-camera interview with you this morning. And she says this is no coincidence. Last night in the shower, I kept thinking that you said when local TV stations want you to come on TV, they often give you little to no notice. So always be ready. She was thinking of that last night. And I texted her this morning and said, okay, they want to come at 9:30 this morning. Like, it's just, so when you put it out there, Elvia, and you claim it, right? And you're like, this, because it's mine, right? This is the direction we're going. And then everything lines up to make sure that happens, right? And comes true, because right, when you say I'm an award-winning, I think our company is the number one, we are the top, the award-winning, the top, like all of that. It's like, okay, well, how do we make that come true? And everything in the universe starts to line up so that comes.
So Elvia, when you win that award and you win that $10,000, you are going to come back on the Angel and Tina Morning Show to announce your winnings.
Yes, and I will have a big check of $10,000.
Yes, one of those big ones.
Not I, but our company.
Right, that counts. That totally counts. Well, congratulations. Right, I mean, this is great news all the way around, and for you even to pour that into your son, because all they are getting right is the negative and the bad and what's wrong with this and what's not happening, and the challenges of it. We were out with our family yesterday, and my daughter, she said, okay, Mom, you need to wear a mask. She goes, do you have a comfortable mask that you can wear all day long? I said, I don't know. I've never worn a mask for more than an hour, right? I've not been out of the house long enough to know if I've got a mask it's comfortable to wear all day long. And so it's just this very strange turn of events, right? Of how things are happening. But for you to plant that seed and to show your son in the midst of the darkness, in the midst of all of this darkness, there's still light, and the light will prevail. And I think what a blessing that's
right, Angel. And one of the things that we also do as a company is we give back. So we support like the Children's Hospital here in San Antonio. We were able to still donate money to a couple of charities, and that's huge for us too, because during this pandemic, people are losing their jobs. They're being laid off. Yes, we got a little stimulus, right? There's so many jokes about it on TikTok right now. $600 is a joke. You know what? It's not a joke. It's something. It's there. Take it. And I told my husband, for us to even just be up. I know for us as a company, they're doing the second round of PPPs now. And my husband's like, we don't qualify. And it's a good thing. And I said, you know what? Why is it a good thing? Right? Even me, that is a positive person, is still asking him, why is that a good thing? And he says, well, we were up. You have to show that you were down 25% in a quarter. And we were never up. We went from 500 inspections to 700 inspections. So that's a blessing right there in itself. We don't need it,
Right. So, that is right. To see this, there are people that truly do, and did, and their livelihoods were cut out. But it is. I was chatting with Wendy Labatt about the new round of PPP that's coming out, and she's got some great resources for folks who want to get information about that. But kudos to you, Elvia.
It's a blessing.
Okay, so Daniel, right? Daniel is
speaking of
not coffee drinker
coming out, he really took 2020 and like completely changed the way us coaches and network marketers are being seen in the world, right? So Daniel, tell us a little bit about what you were able to do in 2020.
Well, it was funny. I actually was starting to think about this before COVID became a front and center. And really what I was thinking is that I'd grown a lot of my business through virtual staffing, using virtual assistants. And I've had a couple of different businesses I've launched and been pretty successful doing analytics training, data analysis kind of stuff, where a lot of my team is all working remotely. And I thought, well, I could give that service to coaches, entrepreneurs, speakers, trainers, people like us to help them grow their business. And so I launched it back in February of 2020. And then at the same time, we started becoming obvious that we're going to stay home a lot more. We're not going to be out on stage and public events and kind of stuff. And so I've always wanted to really start a YouTube channel. And I always wanted to be able to, put my content out there in a way that can be kind of like a library of content. And so I launched a VA business. I started with 4 clients and 2 VAs in February for Sonic VA. And then I also launched my YouTube channel. And then so by the end of the year, I had almost 40 clients, 15 VAs. I've dropped over 100 videos. I've got a couple of videos hit over 1,000 views. I've got like 700 plus subscribers. So I accomplished my 2 goals for 2020 to offer the VA service and to do my YouTube channel. And it gave me an opportunity to do what I was really missing, which is helping people solve problems and sharing how to do it and speaking about it. And one of the things I discovered while I was doing this in 2020 was that video is the way to go. And it's really for 2 reasons that I saw this. One is that we consume all our content now at our own pace when we want to. We binge what we want, when we want, where we want, on what device. And that's changed the way that we've really taken on entertainment and killing our free time in our personal lives. So we consume content, the Netflix style, right? Basically, we binge what we want. And we started doing that with business. And you started seeing all these business opportunities. People were trying to move from in-person to on video or through Zoom or whatever. And you started seeing more and more content get created through video. And I'm thinking, well, this is really a niche that's underserved when it comes to virtual assisting, having a video editor that can make YouTube ready videos for you. And so as 2020 started coming to a close, I started thinking about what am I doing next year? And I need to do something in 2021, given the fact that we probably won't be back to the way we were in 2019, at least through that first half of 2021, right? So I'll launch a video assistant thing. So I did a spinoff of Sonic VA, which is Sonic Video Assistant. And basically what we do is we help people create YouTube ready videos. So take your Zoom calls, take your Facebook Lives, take whatever you're doing, take that raw content, put in an intro and an outro, so there's some music, do some graphics throughout it, have a good call to action, put it on YouTube, organize it so it's like a playlist that's set up like a series of related topics that your audience can then access and binge. So I took what I learned in 2020 and use it to launch what we're doing in 2021. So.
Well,
and he launched, and now he has to hire new VAs to help.
That's amazing.
He has so many coaches who are out there going, okay, I need my stuff done. Because as we all know, we can't go in person, but our next best thing is video. That's that KLT factor, to build that KLT factor when you're talking to your audience, and up-leveling your YouTube channel is, it is exactly what my 2021 is going to be all about. Daniel's team has already been helping us as a gratitude specialist up-level our YouTube, and his people are fabulous.
So
we have so many comments. Everybody's asking me about all of my stuff. They're like, where'd you get your tree? Where'd you get your little hearts? Where'd you get this? I'll put a link in the comments below.
Yes, because I do want the hearts and those trees. Daniel, do you help everybody? And that's amazing. You just said that about YouTube, because I'm thinking about making that one of my goals for this year. I need a YouTube channel. I would like to have one. You need one. But what you just mentioned, I was talking to one of the realtors this morning on the phone, and she was like, I'm having a hard time launching my YouTube because I don't know how to edit it. So you do the editing part, right?
Right. Yeah, all you need to do is record raw footage, right? Yeah. So basically, like Tina, she'll record her 10-minute talk on whatever topic of the week it is. and
Okay.
we'll take that raw video.
And it
and
is
then
completely raw. I'm like, oh my God,
Really?
cancel that. Take that part off. Oh wait, let me try again.
I need Daniel then. I need you, Daniel.
Happy to
Everybody
help.
needs Daniel, right?
I need a Daniel
Everybody
in my
needs
life.
Daniel.
if you really want
Or
to,
an author or a top network marketer, if you're putting any kind of video content out there, you need his services. His services take your little video that you have recorded and adds that intro, makes you look so
Love it.
professional.
Please share your info with me.
Lower thirds on the very bottom. Put your logo at the top. I mean, it is amazing.
This is what I'm talking about with the Angel and Tina show. They have top-notch entrepreneurs. I mean, I'm even thinking of writing a book, and I was like, Tina, you girl, there's so many opportunities on this show because they don't just bring out anybody out. I love that.
Well, you guys are going to be pretty impressed because tomorrow I have. Look at she's like, what? Tomorrow, Elvia, you're going to die.
No.
I have one of the best TikTokers. Look at she's so excited. One of the best TikTokers. He has over 1 million followers coming on our show tomorrow.
I'm watching it.
And let me just tell you, ladies, he is not bad on the eyes.
Oh my God.
On his TikTok.
I
I've never
can't
seen him in person.
You're not going to release it till tomorrow, right? Who it
He's
is?
coming on live tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be here live tomorrow. Tina has binge watched. Talk about binge worthy content. Like
there's a couple.
I'm just sitting there binge watching all his TikToks.
An advocate, right? She's a client, but she's an advocate, but she is like the target audience of people who binge watch and what videos can do. So yes, Daniel, back to Daniel, right? As our sponsor, is, leveraging the power of video, right? We are not in person. We have we're all spending all this time on our devices, on, using technology. And so to level up, they take your raw footage and make you look like a superstar. Michelle Cunningham has been regularly featured here on the show. Her book, Do It Anyway, Girl, launched yesterday already, overnight.
2 days ago.
Number one. Oh, yeah, that's right. I missed yesterday. Number one best-selling author, but she leverages, when you look at how she's leveled up her videos and talks about video. Yeah, Daniel, you're an absolute rock star. So I know that we have a commercial for you. So let me go ahead and do our quick little sponsor highlight.
Sounds good.
And then we can give you a chance to talk about how you can get in touch with Daniel.
Okay.
And I had
Sounds
it pulled
good.
up, but then I also pulled up something else, and see, it hides when I start messing around with it.
He has 5 monitors and it's all over the place. Sometimes she'll be like, and I'm like, you're not talking to me.
I did that yesterday. Somebody was sharing their screen and I was looking over here. She's like, Angel, are you here? I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm watching it right here. Oh shoot.
You'll get it, Angel. You'll get it.
No,
well, when I first started doing my YouTube videos, let me just tell you, I am not professional at all on my YouTube channel. I laugh and I'm like, oh my gosh, that sucked. Hold on, cut that. And I'm like talking to my client, just cut that piece.
There we go.
She makes her editors work for their money, but they make her look like a rock star.
I love it.
All right. Can you see our morning show banner?
Yes.
Hey, does it hide? Do we have enough room? Did we move it over? I've got to look at it on the Facebook Live to make sure that.
Well, yeah, it's good because you made it smaller, and so the Zoom logo is on the bottom.
Okay, yeah. We don't want to hide. We don't want to hide Sonic's logo behind Zoom's logo. Zoom is not our sponsor. They are just.
Sonic VA has a new logo, and I absolutely love it, Daniel.
Yeah, it's funny, the first logo I had done on Fiverr like 3 years ago, and I just kind of set out there because I really wasn't moving Sonic VA. And then when we launched it really big time last year, I'm like, I need a new logo. And I have all these graphic designers, and I kept saying, can you make a new logo? Can you make a new logo? And they're always too busy. And finally we got to a point where one of our team was able to build the new logo, and I love it. It's just really slick.
Like VA.
I love it
Yep.
too. Well, Sonic VA, right? Daniel Meyer is the head of Sonic VA, the virtual assistant business that is now moved into focusing on video assistant business. They specialize in making YouTube ready videos for speakers, authors, coaches, and entrepreneurs. YouTube is the most cited, most visited social media platform on the planet, and it should be at the center of all your marketing efforts. Consistently dropping engaging videos is the most effective way to deliver binge-worthy content to your audience. Sonic VA knows how to add the sizzle to your recorded content, edit it, and publish it with the right keywords to get you noticed. So you can connect with them at sonicva.com/video. That's sonicva.com/video. And Elvia, when you mention the Angel and Tina Morning Show, and everybody who does is going to get a 10% discount on your first 5 videos.
Yeah.
So Zandra TV Network is our digital streaming platform. We are featured on Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, Android TV, and many, many more. There are actually multiple streaming platforms. And if you've ever thought about hosting your own TV show, taking your YouTube videos, your social media content, your podcast, and turning it into a TV show, connect with Zandra TV Network by going to beonztv.com. That's beonztv.com and schedule a discovery call today. And thank you, Zandra TV, for making sure we are digitally and globally syndicated. And Bliss by the Lake Boutique is our clothing sponsor. They get fresh new wardrobes and inventory in every single week. Follow them on social media. I can't wait for them to come on and do their next fashion show with us. So that is Bliss by the Lake Boutique. Thank you, Zandra TV Network, and of course, Sonic VA. I also want to do a quick little shout out and mention to Maribel, Chef Maribel. She has been, she came on in February, in November to do our Thanksgiving dinner. She also came on in December and did getting us all ready for the holidays. Well, we're cleaner eating now that it is January, and she has a kickstart to your January cooking class, a low-fat vegetarian cooking class that is on Thursday, January 14th. There's one on Saturday, January 16th, and Tuesday, January 19th, where she's sharing her top 10 best sold dishes with you. Not only are they comforting and delicious, but they're perfect to meet your goals in January. Low-fat, gluten-free, dairy-free. And she has 3 different ways that you can sign up by going to cocinamaribel.com, COCINA Maribel.com.
Cocina.
Love it. Cocina. I like how Angel said cocina, like
Cocina is a little bit different meaning than cocina.
Cocina.
But, you know, it's okay.
Goodness.
But Chef Maribel will be on our show the last 2 Fridays of this month, showing us how to eat a little bit healthier, and maybe, possibly get me and Angel to have our little coffee a little bit healthier.
I know how to do it healthier.
She's like, I know how to do it. I just don't want to do it.
I know how to do it. Yeah. So I've been drinking more water, right? I started.
You're going to make me drink water now.
Yeah. So in between every cup of coffee, I drink a glass of water. I drink water. So I'm adding more water into my day. And the only way to get my next cup of coffee is to drink my water. Well, after a week of that, I didn't lose a single ounce. Like my weight stayed exactly the same.
And you went, well, screw that. I ain't gonna do it.
I was having to run to the bathroom all day long. So I'm like chugging down all this extra water. Like,
right? That's the only bad thing when you drink so much water is that you're gonna be in the bathroom way more
all day long.
Because water and coffee make you go to the bathroom. So
Elvia, tell us, all right, so coming down the pike, right? We know you have some big achievements that you are working toward, possibly bringing out a book and all of this fun stuff, but
I really do.
Tell us, what you're most excited about and how people can get involved with what you're doing and help support you and cheer you on and be a part of it.
I love this. I love this about Angel and Tina. This show is just such a beautiful platform for people to come and share stories and just encourage one another. So one of the things that I do have is to repeat my it's the platform I have. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember it. Last year what I did, it was a StreamYard. It was a StreamYard show where I would interview professionals with crazy wigs, different color wigs. Because one of the things that I've learned through marketing, through our business coaches, is we're a home inspection company. But that's the last thing people want to know about, especially your realtors, because they're like, oh, I already know you're going to get on the roof. Okay, da, da, da. And I know we've talked about it on the other show where I was called the hand lady in the social media, in the going into these real estate offices, teaching about words of affirmation. Look at you, the hand lady. It was like this.
Like putting your arm like this.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. I remember
Yes.
you talking about that. Yep.
So it was just about teaching them how the vibrations of their body, right? How the words create a vibration, right, in your body. So if you're going to say you're going to do something, you put it out in the universe, you're going to do it. And then a lot of my realtors are like, oh my God, you've got to have Elvia do that hand thing on you. Brokers used to call me and says, Elvia, you got to come do that with my agents. Oh, and by the way, she's also a home inspector. So home inspection is the last thing I want in their mind. And some people are like, you're crazy. That's the first thing this should be on there. No, it should be the last thing, because it's the first thing is going to be how can you help them? Like Tina put on her book. I love her book, how she shares about, no, it's not about Sally throwing them cards, right? And it's funny that you said that, Seth. She throws throwing the cards. We call it spraying and praying.
Yes.
You spray and then you pray and you hope,
Funny that
right?
you say that, Elvia, because when I'm in person and I do a workshop, I do a whole skit. And I'm throwing cards at people and they're laughing because they know a person like that.
So one of the big goals that I have for this year is to do my monthly, I know monthly, could probably do more, is interviewing the professionals. And so what I want to do is, like you guys are doing, it's amazing. Bring people, professionals in the industry, in the real estate industry, and also put other professionals in there to come and share their stories and just come together, encourage each other. And also, oh, by the way, she's going to wear these crazy wigs. What other wig is she going to wear next show, right? You definitely don't want to steal the show, but it's just something different to put out there to bring people in. And then, oh, by the way, she also does this. So that's my goal for this.
What I like about you, Elvia, is that you are so authentic. Like your TikTok videos and your little Facebook Live videos, they are so authentic and so new, and everybody loves that about you. And when people are authentic and real, they build that KOT factor.
So and I'm also a crier. I cry for everything, but it's just I'm just emotionally built like that, But that is one of my goals. And I love that I met Daniel, because I'd seen Daniel so many times on the show here. And the fact that, I know there's so many of us, so many great people that you bring in, and not everybody has the opportunity to share longer, right? But that's why you bring them on the show. And so I'm glad and I'm honored that you had Daniel here, because we all need a Daniel in our lives. They make our jobs so much easier. And so that way you can concentrate on all the wonderful content. And so that's one of the things that I want to do for sure this year is, like you said, be more virtual, because I know we were talking about people are just zoomed out. They really are. There's so many people that are just the zoomies. They've got the zoomies. They're like, I'm done with it. But how can we make it different? So that's why I'm incorporating the wigs, and also just giving them a couple of nuggets, right? To draw them in. And the last thing on their mind is going to be what I actually do as a profession. Yeah.
I like how you go around that and you build your relationship on something that they find interesting, because sometimes, home inspection, they're like, what are you going to do?
Get on the roof.
That's so boring. What am I going to do with that? I'm going to hire somebody and that, but you make it so fun and exciting. So that's good. Daniel, what kind of fun, exciting things besides your new platform of services that you're offering? What kind of new, exciting things are you are coming down the pipeline for you?
Well, I just want to say thank you for all the kind words that all three of you said today. It reminds me why I do this, because it's funny. This whole thing is a sideline for me, right? This is not my primary goal in life. My goal is I'm a nerd. I'm a data guy, right? I like to get out there and help people figure out how to use data in their business and make sense of their numbers. And the virtual staffing thing is just me being able to provide a service that people need. So I'm grateful for all the kind words you guys said, and I love working with you. And I agree, being part of the Angel and Tina show has been the best way for me to find new people, not necessarily people that I think of as clients, but people that I can help solve problems for. And that's really, again, why I do this. It's the virtual assistant business is not something you can get rich off of, but it is something that you can get rich in the heart off of.
Yeah.
And so that's what I really enjoy. I'm going to tell you guys something that I'll be doing in the second half of this year that's going to be totally different, right? So the first part of this year, I'm really focused on the video editing, and I'm really going to do a lot of things to really kind of help my son, speaking of our children, to kind of take over that part of the business, right? I want him to own the video editing and build his own business. He'll be 22 next month, so I want him to kind of have this as an opportunity for him to grow. And once we get that set up and the year's kind of going, once we get that set up and everything's kind of somewhat back to normal, I'm going to do something totally different. I have a business partner who is an amazing chef. And she set up a business before the pandemic to deliver boxed meals or like bento boxes to offices for lunch for people that work in big office buildings. And she put it on pause when the pandemic started because it got hard to be able to deliver things to office spaces. But she's amazing, and she's going to be a great YouTube star as far as having a cooking show. And she's going to be somebody who's going to get out there and have a huge impact. And for the first time in my entrepreneurial career, I'm going to actually be somebody else's support, right? I'm going to do things for Jen that she's done for me in my business. She's one of my top VAs. She's actually my business partner. But so I'm going to launch a cooking show. It's going to be something where, it's going to be a YouTube show. We're going to do a lot of things, how to prepare lunches for office work. And then on top of that, there's this idea I have that, as most of you know, that, I do a lot of business in the Philippines and I spend a lot of time in the Philippines. To the best of my knowledge, they don't have anything like HelloFresh right now in the Philippines. The idea of sending a box of prepackaged food in the right portions to be able to cook, right? To easily cook a dinner for your family at home. So I'm really looking into and thinking seriously about launching a version of like HelloFresh, but in the Philippines in the second half of the year. So
you
when we
are
talk at this time next year,
a serial entrepreneur, Daniel.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. You absolutely are. And I love that. I think that so often you're really a shining example for entrepreneurs to be innovative, to be creative, to follow your passions, and to get them up and running. Right? Somebody said this last week, universe loves speed. There's no reason to go slow. You've launched, you pivoted, and now it's about the VAs. And now you saw the need for the videos, right? And you had the resources. You're like, we can do that. Now we've got we can do that. You're like our yes man, but in like a whole different connotation of what it means to be like that yes man who's out there really making things happen. Well, I'm just super honored that you used our platform, since you are our sponsor, to introduce this new concept to the world. And I know you all have nothing but overwhelming success, right? You're surrounded with the right people. You've got the systems behind you that will absolutely create success. And you've already got so much momentum that you are riding on. I think 21 is this, there are so many brand new businesses that are starting. There's so many new things that are coming out of the woodwork. Elvia, you are right. COVID gave us a launching pad to absolutely rocket launch. What do we really want to do? Where do we really want to go? What lights us up? What are we so passionate about? Elvia, you use home inspection, that's a vehicle, but truly you make an impact in people's worlds, right? You are changing the way that they think every single day about their energetic vibrations and how they're pouring out into the community. This just happens to be a vehicle, right? It's almost like full circle. Coffee just happens to be the vehicle, right? To the even better thing that we are out there making an impact on and what we really want to do.
And if it wasn't for coffee, all three of us would not be here right now.
4 of us, all 4, right?
Well, that is true, because
Daniel, you didn't even know he didn't drink coffee. You take him to the coffee shop.
I don't even know.
Millions of times.
Daniel, I'm a horrible friend. I know his favorite candy bar. I sent him the best Christmas gift. Thank goodness I did not. Yeah. Thank goodness.
Send me coffee.
I sent him no coffee.
Yeah.
He would have been like, what is this for?
Angel always makes me cry in a good way.
Oh, I didn't mean to. You are.
No, I love you guys. And there's so much negativity going on. So sometimes I'm like, this is such a great platform to come to start my day, is just to be surrounded by beautiful people and
Yes.
just push
Your
forward,
lashes are gonna
right?
come off. You better
We
stop
need
crying.
this.
Oh no, they got glue. They got some strong glue, baby. Look at that. But
Yeah, I'm gonna need some lashes lessons, Elvia, because I used to have my lashes done. Well, I'm gonna get back there. It just haven't, I'm not living in a place that has a whole lot of that kind of
Well,
service
you have
nearby.
to drive to Orlando for all of that.
Yeah, but
you
I'm
do?
actually gonna
People in
be,
your community, they need
they don't do
golf
it.
carts
So
and coffee.
I have been like completely lash free for over a month now.
Wow.
And I tried to put the little strip lashes on, which I've never done before. And I came in and I showed them to Jay. He's like, yeah, they're half on and half off. I'm like, okay.
See, this is why I need Daniel so I can do those lash tutorials.
We need, right?
Yes,
All of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have so
So
many lashes, and it's so hard with my nails to like put them on, and I'm just like, I'll
You know what I'll do?
I'm
Next
freaking
time
out
I'll put them
with
on the
mascara.
show. I'll just show you how to put them on the
yeah, I
Yes.
need some help. I need some help because I've never done it before. I know, sorry,
That's
Daniel.
fine.
Be part of this group of girls. We all
went all
talk about
girly on
coffee
you.
and eyelashes.
But starting next week, we will be in the Orlando. We'll be in the Orlando area permanently. Not in our permanent home yet, but permanently
in Orlando.
in Orlando. So one step closer. One step closer. We were supposed to close on the house January 8th, and now it's been pushed to February 8th. So
It happens.
you know, here we are. Here we are. Well, Daniel, Elvia, thank you so much for being our guests on the morning show this morning. Truly the bright start to our day. Daniel, we can't thank you enough for being a sponsor of the show because you make it possible for us to have the impact like we do on Elvia and on so many who are our guests, but also who watch the show, who stream it, who binge watch it, who catch it on the ZTV network, who stream live with us every morning. We're just, yeah, we are. You said this phrase, and I don't know if you've said it before, rich in the heart.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel, we are rich in the heart because of you.
Yes.
So thank you.
Yes,
you for this.
definitely. He has definitely made a huge impact, not on my life personally too, but business wise as well. He's definitely the conversations that him and I have are like, you know, he's helping me level up, and I'm helping. You know, well, what about this?
I love
What
that.
about this? And we just sitting there masterminding, and he's like, "Oh, that's a good idea," and I'm like, "Oh, that's a good idea."
It's a community because once the cameras go off, I'm not going to say I have some moments to myself, and it's okay to have those moments. But the fact that we can wake up and be a part of the Tina and Angel show and be on just to surround yourself. There's a quote that I love. Mike Crow, who is our mastermind inspection community, started this community, home inspection community years ago. He always said, surround yourself, be successful, and be around those who are. And that has just been key for us. I want to surround myself with successful people because that's what I want to be, a successful person. So I thank each and every one of y'all, even to be honored to be on the show. It's been a blessing.
Oh,
thank you.
Oh.
All right, well,
I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
It's a blessing.
We have to go now because we don't have to cry. It is, but it's a beautiful cry. It's a beautiful space to be in, and we're just truly grateful. I am Angel Tessie. I am your media specialist. I've got 10 different projects that we are launching and kicking off this year. So super excited to just be in this space, to have all of the opportunities that are here. And I know we don't even know, like, we only know like as far as like where we've come and like our peripheral vision, but the success that's in front of us. Elvia, you are going to win that award. Danielle, you are going to create something so really incredible in the Philippines, right? We are. And we can all say like, do you remember when we were just talking about it? Do you remember when? And I love the different, do you remember when stories. So we'll continue to share those every day, every morning here on the Angel and Tina Morning Show. If you want to create more exposure for your business, your book, or your brand, connect with me at makeyourbigimpact.com. That's makeyourbigimpact.com. Where I've got an incredible media starter kit for you. Everything that you need to get started to create media exposure and it's all complimentary. And then make sure if you've got media exposure on your to-do list, on your bucket list for 2021, that you make plans to join us for our Media Mastery Bootcamp on February 5th through the 7th.
What a great show we had. Like every single day, there's so much content, so much value that we're able to put out there. I am Tina Torres, your client retention expert, otherwise known as the gratitude specialist. And if you're struggling with attracting the right clients, knowing how to connect to them, or even if you just don't know how to convert them into clients, I have a complimentary guide that I hope you grow your audience organically, online and offline, connect and nurture those relationships authentically, and then take those relationships and turn them into paying clients. You can grab that guide if you text the word connection to 26786. That is the word connection to 26786. And if you have not bought yet your Beyond Gratitude book, you can still do so on Amazon. You go to beyondgratitudebook.com. It is only $5. Give you some great strategies to attract, connect, and convert those clients. We are Angel and Tina on the Angel and Tina Morning Show, where we come to you live every weekday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. We will see you guys tomorrow with TikTok extraordinaire John Collins. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, guys.